木々に囲まれた林の向こうに小さくトラックの車内灯が見えた。
Surprisingly, the car is still here. Nestled among the branches just beyond a small grove of trees, the inside lights of the tiny truck shone like a beacon in the night.
あれ、おじさんの車だよね。
It's the old man's truck.
うん、来た。よかった、迷わなくて。森で遭難とかしたら大変だからね。
Yeah, it has to be. Thank goodness. I didn't much like the idea of getting stranded in the woods.
足を使って動いた今日は不思議な充実感があった。家で何もできずに落ち込んでいるより
There was something oddly fulfilling about getting out and actually doing something. Success or no, it felt so much more fruitful than moping about at home.
盲目的でも構わない。毎日少しでも前進していれば必ず。
I didn't care if this was a
希望と
fool's
少
errand.
し違っても近いところへは行けているはずだよね。
As long as I just kept looking day after day, I felt like I could move on. It wasn't hope, it was a purpose.
聖子が教えてくれた言葉だ。
Seiko taught me that.
お待たせしました、おじさん。
Is he gone? Sorry to keep you waiting.
あれ、おじさんは？
Wait, where's the old man?
待たせすぎちゃったかな。寒いし、ひょっとしたらあれかも。
So, maybe we were gone too long for him. I mean, it is cold, but maybe we had to, you know. She began scratching her head and blushing a bit, clearly embarrassed at the suggestion.
ああ、そっか。まあエンジンかかってるし、すぐ戻ってきてくれるよね。
Oh yeah,
待ってよ
maybe.
うか。
Well, he left the engine running, so he should be back soon. We'll just wait for him.
なんかね、寒くて私もお腹冷えてきちゃったよ。
It's so chilly out
中で
here,
任せ
though.
てもらわない？
My stomach's freezing. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if we waited inside the truck, right?
そうだね。開く？
That's true. Okay then, class rep first.
あれ？ダメだわ。ロックかかってる。
No good, it's locked.
しょうがないね。外で待ってよ。
So if it's locked, how are you gonna get inside? Even if he does come back, how are you gonna get inside? The key is in the ignition. Well, that sucks. Guess we don't have much of a choice. Let's wait out here. Sit on the engine. That's gonna be nice and toasty.
何時かな今。
It's so cold outside. What time is it anyway?
8時17分。寒いわけだよ。
8:17. About the right time for a cold night air, really.
おじさん帰ってこないね。どうしよっか。
The old man's not coming back, is he? So what do we do?
道も見えないほど真っ暗な車道は歩いて下山するには距離がありすぎると思うけれど。
It was so dark we couldn't even see the road, and climbing all the way back down would require far more of a hike than we were prepared for. Oh! Think of something else, I guess? I don't know. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay, since I have now saved, I'm gonna say think of something else.
来るとき見ていたけど、ガードレールが切れてて危ない道がいっぱいあったよね。
I noticed this when we were in the truck coming up here, but there are an awful lot of spots along the road where the guardrail is out. There were indeed. I could easily imagine being blissfully unaware that we were near the edge of the road, then slipping and falling down the mountain.
本当もなかったし、歩くのかなり危ないかもしれない。
And since there are no lights, walking seems pretty dangerous, don't you think?
だね。もう少し待とっか。おじさん、あれしに行ったのならすぐ戻ってきてくれるよ。
You have a point. We should probably just keep waiting. If the old man is off doing his business, then he'll probably be back any minute now. Anyway.
寒いけど、待って。
Yeah, it is cold, but I say we wait.
だけど、さらに30分が経過しても、おじさんは帰ってこなかった。
I'm surprised the battery is lasting that long. So we waited, and eventually half hour had passed, still with no sign of the old man's return. He's dead.
おじさんどこ行ったのかな。全然戻ってきてくれない。
Where on earth could he be? I don't think he's coming back.
エンジンかけっぱなしでね。
He even left the engine running.
暗い森の中、アイドリングの音だけが響き渡っていた。
The only sound either of us could hear in this dense, dark forest was that of the truck's engine idling away.
どうしよう。このまま私たち帰れなくなったりして。
So what do we do? At this rate, we'll never get home.
携帯も圏外か。これじゃ連絡
Of course. Typical situation when you're hiking. Phone's out of range, so we can't call anybody. Wrong end.
仕方がないか。中島さん、一度この坂の上の納屋に戻らない？
I guess
電灯もついたし。
our only choice is Nakashima. What do you think about returning to that barn? I mean, it's got light at least.
納屋に？
Why the barn? Where else?
歩いて降りられないなら、朝までちゃんと休める場所にいた方がいいと思うの。
Well, if we can't get back down the mountain tonight, we should at least take shelter and rest until morning, don't you think?
ここよりは安全だと思うし。
It just seems safer than staying here.
一晩過ごすのか。
So we're going to spend the night?
こんな真っ暗な山奥で朝までなんてゾッとするけれど、もう他の選択肢がない。
At least you guys have each other. I shuddered at the thought of spending the whole night on this cold, dark mountain. But she was right. We really didn't have much of a choice.
事前の策を取っていくしかないのはもっともだとも思う。だけど
I agreed with her that this was the only real course of action that made sense, but
安全って？
safer than staying here?
この道路というかこの山全体だけどすごく嫌な感じがするの。
Yeah, I just get a bad feeling from this road or from this whole mountain, really.
得体の知れない気配というか、ちゃんと明かりのつく夜風の避けられる場所に身を寄せるべきだよ。
Gotcha. It's like there's some kind of presence, and our best bet for dealing with it is to go someplace well lit and get out of the elements, as in get out of the dark.
得体の知れない気配？それは恐ろしいこと？
Feel a present? Is it something we should be afraid of? Not yet.
わからないの。人のようなのに違うもののような一つのような。
I say let's run to that barn immediately. I don't know, I'm not even sure if it's a person or something else, and it could be one presence or many.
ただ言えるのはじっと今も見られているってこと。
Oh, that's so creepy. All I can really say is that we're being watched.
わかった。じゃあ急ごう。納屋の方に行こう。
So, okay, then let's hurry up and get back to that barn.
八方塞がりになってしまった私たちは仕方なく道路を後にして舗装されていない道を登ってさっきの納屋を目指すことにした。
Finding ourselves left without no other option, we put the road behind us and began walking up the dirt path leading back to the Shinizaki's family barn.
ところが
However,
ねえ委員長、こんなに離れていたっけ納屋。
oh, don't tell me this is like the oh, how creepy. How creepy would it be where it's like, you know how Heavenly Host is surrounded by like trees? How creepy would it be as they're like going through those woods, they break through the woods and then they see the school. Oh my goodness, I would just mentally just lose my mind right there and be like, you know what? I'm done with life. Done. Was the barn this far from the road before?
おかしい。おかしいよ。いつの間にか道もなくなっちゃってる。
This is weird. It's really weird. It's like the road leading to it just upped and vanished.
そんなことって。
Does this mean we're...
待って、一人で行かないで。
Wait, don't wander off.
ごめん。ねえ、一旦戻りましょう。まっすぐ引き返すの。
Sorry, come on, let's try retracing our steps. We'll just turn around and go back the way we came.
そうだね。
Sounds good to me. Oh dear.
ねえ、こっちで合ってる？そろそろ車道の方に出るはずじゃない？
We are going the right way, aren't we? Shouldn't we be seeing the road soon?
ここ。
Where are we? Oh boy.
嘘でしょ。迷っちゃった。森の中で。
Oh god. Oh god, no. We're lost. Lost in the middle of the damned forest. What?
気がつくと私たちは針葉樹林の立ち並ぶ深く暗い森の中にいた。
Hold on, I gotta adjust my microphone. Okay. Yes, we were definitely lost. There were literally nothing but coniferous? Yeah, trees as far as the eye could see in every direction. Dark, looming trees.
細くて背の高い木々が影となって周りを取り囲んでいて、ほんの少し先も見渡せない。
Their tall, thin forms were casting a web of shadows all along the mountainside, obscuring our vision of anything at all outside our immediate surroundings.
委員長、携帯のコンパスは？
Don't you have a compass on your phone?
ダメ。これも GPS 使ってるもの。
Yeah, but it won't work. It uses GPS.
そうなの。
Oh, it does?
なんで位置情報取れないの？もうこんな時こそ使いなさいよ。
Why can't this stupid thing get any location data? God, what good is it if it craps out on me when I need it the most? What? Sacrifice? Oh, did I just hear a voice?
聞き取れなかったけど、人の声っぽかった。何か木のきしみとかかもしれないけど。
I couldn't make out what it was saying, but yeah, that sounded like a person. Maybe it was just the wind in the trees, though.
とにかく森を出なきゃ。こういう時どうすればいいのかな。闇雲に動いたら遭難する？
At any rate, we need to find our way off of this mountain. Do you have any ideas? I mean, we shouldn't just wander aimlessly.
そうね。山で迷子になったら確か。
That's true. If we got lost in the mountains, we...
低い方に向かって歩いちゃダメって聞いたわ。
They say you should never head towards low ground.
知らなかった。
I didn't know that.
そもそもこんな真っ暗な夜なら動かずに休んだ方がいいんだろうけど、テントもないし寒いしね。
Huddle for worms!
くっついてればなんとかなるかな。
The best course of action is probably just to stay in place and wait for daybreak, but it's cold and we have no tent. Maybe if we huddle together.
うん。でもさ、まだ歩く元気あるし、もう少しだけ動いてみない？車道の近くに行けたら、おじさんの車の明かりが見えると思うんだ。
That's fine, but I'm good to at least a little longer. To walk at least a little longer. So how about we keep at it for a bit? If we get near enough to the road, we might see the truck.
そうね。
Okay.
あの木の感じ、さっきも見たような気がするんだけど。
Mere drive. I swear we walked right by those trees already.
同じとこぐるぐる回ったりしてないよね。
But there's no way we could be walking in circles, is there? The Blair Witch Project.
山の中の風景はどこも似たり寄ったりで、自分たちがちゃんと移動できているのかも不安になる。
Everything looked the same up here. No matter where we went, we both began to wonder if we were making any progress at all.
何？あっちなんか音がした。
Over there! I heard something!
どの辺？
Huh? Where was it? Hello?
やだもう。
God, what's next?
何？今の。
What was that? Hello? Oh.
希望を求めて気づけば私たちは2時間以上歩いていた。
We kept clinging to the faint hope that we might soon emerge from these endless woods, but all that got us was a good 2 hours worth of slogging.
2人とも悪路で足も痛めつつあって体力をかなり失ってしまった。
The rough terrain was killing our legs, and our stamina had been worn down to the bone.
もう動けない。
I can't move anymore.
委員長が枯葉の溜まった地面に座り込んだその時、
The class rep plopped herself down on a bed of dry leaves on the ground, just as she did.
委員長見て、あそこ。
Look!
うっそうと茂った針葉樹のシルエットの向こうに小さな光が見えた。
Beyond the silhouette of the many carnivores at the edge of our vision, a faint light could be seen.
助かった。
We're saved!
ありがとう中島さん、見つけてくれて。
Thank you, Nakashima. Thank you for noticing that.
行こう。
No problem, let's go!
足首の痛みも忘れて私たちは足早に光の方へと駆け出した。
We were both dead tired, and our legs hurt like hell, but we forgot all of that at the sight of possible salvation and just took off running.
光の元はさっき目指していた納屋だった。中の裸電球の明かりがこうこうとついている。
Somebody turn on the lights. As it happens, the barn we've been looking for all this time was the source of the light. Those naked light bulbs shone like beacons in the night.
よかった。あ、納屋の光だったんだ。おじさんの車の車内灯かと思ったんだけれど。
Ooh. Thank God. Oh, it's the barn. I thought it was going to be the old man's truck.
でもむしろこっちの方でよかったよね。目的の場所だし。
Yeah, me too. But this is even better. The barn is what we were looking for after all.
でもさっき私たち電気つけっぱなしで帰っちゃったのかな。
It was the goose. But I don't remember leaving the lights on when we left. Do you?
消したつもりだったけど自信なくなってきたよ。
We should have shut them off, yeah, but it's certainly possible we didn't.
まあおかげで目印になってくれたし助かったけどね。
Well, if we're the ones who left them on, then we just saved our own asses, so I guess I should thank goodness for small favors.
木々の間の背の高い草むらをかき分けて納屋に近づく。私たちはいつの間にかさっきとは裏側の方の森の中に来ていたらしい。
All we had to do was push through some undergrowth as tall as we were, and then we'd be there. Seems we'd somehow circled around to the back of the lot.
着いた。 中に入ってよ。
We made it! Let's go inside, shall we?
明かりがあるだけで本当に心強いね。
Sure. Man, just having the lights make all the difference in the world, doesn't it?
時刻はもう夜の10時40分を過ぎていた。
Oh my god, they were out there for a long time. My phone's clock was showing past 10:40.
お母さんに心配かけちゃうな。と家のことを思いながら納屋の入り口の扉に近づく。すると
I started thinking about home and about how much my mom must be worrying by now. Feeling a bit sad, and I hesitated at the barn door when all of a sudden... Uh-oh.
私の横で委員長が奥の暗闇の方を見据えて震え始めた。
Oh no. Oh no. The class rep let out a nearly voiceless cry of absolute shock. She was staring into the darkness just past the beer building and shuddering in terror.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
中島さん、見て。納屋の隣。
I'm scared. Nakashima, look! Right next to the barn! It's Sachiko, isn't it?
そこには想像を超えた光景が待ち構えていた。
What I saw was adjusting pillows. Okay. What I saw is that my microphone stand is slipping. Okay. What I saw, there was something that couldn't be. Something far beyond my imagination and comprehension alike. Sachiko, isn't it? Oh.
何これ？
Oh, I thought it was gonna do like a flash of like Sachiko's face, and it's like, gah, boom. Yeah, no, but not like that. That's what? How can that be? How can that? It's a ghosty house.
納屋の横の昼間更地になっていた篠崎家の跡地に。
There, where the Shinozaki estate once stood, in what was nothing more than an abandoned lot only a few hours earlier.
古い屋敷がぼーっと浮かぶように立っていたのだ。
Oh boy. An old, humble residence now rose above us. It seemed almost to be floating in the air, but it was very clearly an actual corporal building.
私も委員長もありえない光景にただ呆然としていた。
The two of us stood there staring at it for several minutes, completely dumbfounded.
なんでさっき夕方なかったような。
No, it was not. Why, it wasn't there this evening, was it?
なかったよ。なかったけど。
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't, but...
じゃあなんで立ってるの？
So why is it there now?
知らないわよ。
It's not midnight. It's too early.
全身鳥肌が立っているのがわかる。
I had goosebumps all over my body.
背骨の上を冷たい汗がずっと滑り流れていく。
And a cold sweat had begun tracing lines down my back.
うっすら光ってない？この家何なの？
We're looking at the spirit of the estate. Is it just me or is it glowing? What are we even looking at?
ボロボロに老朽化した2階建ての建物にはしかし確かに篠崎と表札がかかっていた。
Aside from its more ethereal qualities, it was just an old beat-up two-story farmhouse. But sure enough, the nameplate on the door read Shinozaki.
これはやっぱり篠崎義恵と幸子の暮らしていた家のようだ。
This was, without a doubt, the house where Yoshi and Sachiko Shinozaki lived. 過呼吸。
大丈夫？委員長。
Oh god, you're hyperventilating. Are you alright?
心配する私を委員長が手で制す。
The class rep raised a hand to stop me from intervening.
ありがとう。口を押さえていればすぐに収まるから。
I'm okay, but thank you. I just have to keep my mouth closed and it'll pass. Hey, Nakashima, I think now's our chance. What?
私たちはこの篠崎家を調べるために来たんだもの。
We can't.
手招きしてくれている。望むところじゃない。
We came here to learn the secrets of the Shinozaki estate, and, well, here we are. It's inviting us in. It's daring us to look around.
入るの？
You mean go in there? Oh boy.
けど逃げるわけにいかない。
I know it's really scary, but we can't turn back now.
委員長は息をのみ屋敷を見上げる。やがて覚悟を決めた表情で躊躇なく玄関扉に手をかけた。
Gazing at the imposing structure, she took a deep breath. Then, after collecting herself, she walked right up to the front door and tried sliding it open.
委員長が力を込めると簡単に扉は開いた。
It gave no resistance at all.
行くわ。
Let's go.
待ってよ。
This is such a bad idea.
ダメだわ。
If this house does not scream grudge... No! 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 No!
篠崎家の真っ暗な家屋には電気は通じていなかった。
Oh. The Phantom Estate had no power, it seemed.
納屋の方は明かりつくのにね。
The barn still has working lights, but not the main house? What the... But, considering that this house can only be, like, seen in the nighttime, and it's a ghost house, it's a giant ghost house, and we're worried about power? Seriously?
委員長が懐中電灯で玄関廊下の奥を照らす。
I'm calling bullshit on that. Fortunately, there was a flashlight on a nearby table. The class rep picked it up and switched it on, illuminating the wall across from the entrance.
すぐに右に折れるようになっていて、先の方は見渡せなかった。
Not that there was much to see. The entranceway itself was extremely small, breaking off to the right at a solid wooden door just a few steps in.
懐中電灯でぐるりと辺りを見回すと、玄関のすぐ近くに2階へ上がる階段があった。
A quick pan to the left then revealed a steep hardwood staircase leading up. And that was pretty much the entire room.
気をつけて。すごいここ。
Be careful, the energy in here is strong.
霊感体質の委員長は顔が真っ青で気分が悪そうだ。怯えるような、けれど立ち向かうような目で天井や壁を見回している。
She'd gone completely pale. I could tell just by looking at her that she'd sensed something. Her eyes shone with a mixture of terror and determination.
エンジンショーより黒い。真っ黒だよ、ここの冷気。
How? It's much darker than Heavenly Host. The energy in this house is jet black. This is totally grudge shit. This is total grudge shit.
本当？気を抜かないでね。一瞬も。
Don't let your guard down. Not for 1 second.
思えばこの家に踏み込んだ時、非日常の世界に 飛び込んだのだ。
Thinking back, our first steps into this house were basically the start of it all. It was at that point that we left the world of the ordinary far behind.
普通にこうして私の肉眼に映っているこの家の壁、床、天井、この建物の存在自体がもうありえない現象そのものだもの。
Simply being able to see these walls, these floors, these ceilings with our naked eyes directly defied the laws of nature. This house itself was a ghost.
ここでは何が起こっても不思議ではないんだ。
Literally anything could happen in here.
分かってたつもりだったけど、私は改めて身震いした。
I knew that I was doing everything I could to brace myself for the trials ahead, but the fear was still there, and the shaking wouldn't stop.
なんだかすごく深い感情の乱れが波となってこの家の空気に刻まれてる。
This is totally like Grudge. I don't really know how to explain it, but there's something like a literal wave of emotional turmoil cutting right through the air in here.
何があったんだろう。この家が取り壊される前。
It's pretty deeply ingrained too. I wonder what happened before this place was torn down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't want to be here. I don't. No. No, 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 no. No me gusta. No me gusta. No.